Hey daydreamers, and before you click away, no, this is definitely a Sims video, I have not messed up, but I wanted to show you this house. It is absolutely stunning. I've just got it, and I really want to build this in The Sims, and I could have just put in pictures, but I felt like I just had to show you. Like, it's such a cute little cottage, and I really want to build it in The Sims. So let's jump over and go get started on that. Hey everybody, this is now my second time recording this, so hopefully this one goes better. I didn't full screen it last time. Now I know I don't normally have my face cam on for voiceovers, but I'm trying something new. I also want to connect more with you guys. I feel like maybe I'm keeping myself too distant. I don't know if I am, but it's a theory that I have. I want to, I don't know, engage more with my audience. Not that I wasn't already, but I don't know, I feel like I'm doing something wrong and I'm not entirely sure what it is because I don't really get the feedback. Which is like fine because I know that interacting is scary and anxiety is a very real thing. But it's also incredibly frustrating when you're trying to learn and get better at something and nobody is talking to you. But this build wasn't originally meant to be a speed build, but I did want to come and chat with you guys because I recorded this months and months ago. Because I have a select number of videos in backlog just in case my health gets so bad that I can't record, and I don't want to miss a week, so when I'm good I over record, so then when I'm bad I don't miss anything. And I really struggled with recreating this roof. I could not make it do what I wanted it to do, and yeah, this is also like a lot slower, like because I didn't record it as a speed build, I don't have like all the footage, and so things are slower and there's a lot more sort of like umming and erring kept in, which I would normally like cut out and try and streamline it a bit more, but I needed the time to like talk. Sorry. So I am pushing out all the backlog content because there is going to be a pivot in the channel. I'm really into like paranormal and spiritual content. I'm also really into things like SCP and FNAF and Lethal Company and other sort of things like that. And I did start off recreating my FNAF as a FNAF recreation channel, but I noticed very quickly that nobody cared, which is fair. Like, other than my William Afton house, which is still one of my highest viewed videos to this day, like it's still constantly in like my top 5, 10, however many it is. Yeah, nobody cares about the other FNAF videos, which fair. But I wanna pivot. I feel like whatever I'm doing right now is not correct, and I don't know why it's not correct. I don't get a ton of feedback, if any, and that is incredibly frustrating as someone who's trying to like learn a new skill or a new thing, but at the same time I get it. And I don't know, I want to get better at this, and I don't feel like I'm doing a good job as is, so I'm pivoting my content to more sort of the paranormal, my interests. Like, we could do like builds based off of creepypastas, or recreating a Lethal Company factory, the places on the moons, or we could do like retelling, I've already done Enfield, but just for example, like retelling the Enfield story over the top of a speed build, or we could, I don't know, whatever. I'm open to suggestions. I have ideas of my own, obviously, because I just listed some, but I really, and I'm still all for recreating Disney Dreamlight Valley houses or whatever, or whatever you guys want. I've also noticed that my Tudor recreations do good, but not so much my Tower of London, and I don't know why that didn't do that well, considering that was requested and it seemed like a few people were interested. I mean, maybe those people watched it, who knows, but I did expect that one to do better, and it was kind of disheartening when it didn't, but at the same time, such is life, like not every video is going to hit. Now I really did struggle with this floor plan, so we faff around for a while and then cut away to the actual floor plan, which is frustrating because I wish I had the footage, but I don't. So I apologise for that. But yeah, as someone who I'm what I would consider like a spiritual theorist, like I'm not claiming to know any of the answers. I'm not claiming to like know everything. I'm not like, oh, ghosts are 100% real or ghosts are 100% fake or whatever. I've seen what I've seen, I've experienced what I've experienced, and I feel like I have something I could bring to the conversation just from like a different point of view. Also, not every debunker is male, but a lot of them are, especially the big ones. And I'm not saying I'm going to get big or, you know, whatever, but I feel like a lot of the time they get shit on for calling out female fakers because they are male, and it's like sexism or discrimination or whatever. So, you know, there are other female debunkers out there, I'm sure. I don't know any off the top of my head, but you know, there must be. But I feel like I have something that I could add from my perspective. Now, going back to the video for a second, I really like this sort of floating bathroom kitchen sink moment. It's like, it's its own sort of moment within the room, but it sort of floats between the two and it functions well for both. And I really like that. I think I just sort of recently got Dream Home Decorator at this point, so I was like, no, I must use Dream Home Decorator oven, which isn't actually as practical as it could be. I don't know what's wrong with it necessarily, but it's just, I don't know, it's not as space saving as I thought it would be. But it was new, so I used it. And it is kind of cute, to be fair. But yeah, I want to keep doing my sim stuff, and I think I'll probably keep, unless something's requested, I think I'll probably move all videos to speed builds. I just find them a lot easier to edit, and it's not so taxing on me. And I also feel like I can do bigger, better projects, and it's not so like, eh. I don't know what's about it, but I don't know, I feel like I can do a better job with speed builds, so maybe we'll move to that. I mean, if you want the occasional like live video, not live, but like real-time video, then we can do that. I'm not like entirely against it and shutting it down completely, but I feel like speed builds majority of the time is the way to go. It also opens up the whole like storytelling aspect over the top of it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. There's so many beds. Why are there so many beds? See, this is how indecisive I am. I cut all of this out of my videos normally. But no, not this time. I needed the airtime. Well, I thought I needed the airtime. Apparently I didn't. But yeah, this is such a cozy little house. And my house in Dreamlight Valley does not look like this on the inside. Not one bit. But as we were going for sort of like the aesthetics, I wanted to bring that through and like match the inside to the outside. And not have like this super cutesy pink house on the outside and then like goth interior. But speaking of my FNAF series, I might revisit it. I don't know if I'll rebuild the Afton house necessarily, but I might renovate it. We could renovate it and like take the absolute piss out of myself for like what the choices that I made, you know. I also struggle with this bedroom layout a lot. Everything ends up shifting around completely to make space for things, because I wanted like a fire, because there's a chimney on the outside, so, and then I was like, well, the fire needs to line up with the chimney, because game logic would be it doesn't need to line up with the chimney, but I'm a realist, so it had to line up with the chimney, you know. And then I was like, well, it can't be right next to the bed because you'd burn yourself, and then it can't be there because you'd also burn yourself, and now the door's in the way, and maybe I put the door back to where it should have been. I did remember to turn it around good. And then it was like, oh, this orientation's not working. So I do end up moving the archway and like flipping it all around. But yeah, it was awkward for a bit. And I was like, can I get a side table or something down here? And then that just wasn't working, and yeah, it was a mess. But it does work. I player tested it all. And the build tool for this is also on my old microphone. And it's not like bad, but it's like notable. The difference is notable to me, at least. But yeah, I recorded the build tour a while ago when I actually built this, and I was very tired, and I also did not want to record it again today because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a bit outdated, and I did cut out the outdated information on it, which is also why I wanted to like sit down and chat with you today. And yeah, I think we are picking a rug. I think we ended up going for a for rent rug because it's just got all like those big colourful pink patterns on it, and yeah, it tied in a lot of the colours in this room quite well, and I couldn't see to like place it in the middle of the room properly. I think I got it, but yeah, that was awkward. And then I was like, I need fire alarms because Sims are going to burn the house down. And then I wanted like pictures on the walls, but it was like, which ones? I don't know. And you can see with like how I'm waving the mouse around that I'm talking to you. I don't know. I do cute like endearing things, and then when I'm editing I'm like, what am I doing? But yeah, I don't know. But yes, with this whole pivot thing that's coming up, let me know if you have any ideas of what you want to see. I'm open to absolutely anything. I'm also, I don't know, I was going to say something, I completely lost what it was. I'm not opposed to like buying new packs if like for example Batu. Like Batu would do so well with a Lethal Company factory or something. So yeah, I've bought packs for other builds before, so if I had the money to do it, I'm really not against like getting packs for this. Like I view this as like an investment in myself and the channel. But yeah, I don't know. I really like these cushions. I mean, they're a pain, but I really like them because it makes decorating, like, just the little details, and I think the little details are like make or break a build sometimes. Which is also what EA get wrong a lot of the time, but they also have like build restrictions, so like I get it, they can't be as fine-tuned as we are, because they don't have the same freedom. But I was really trying to find something to put up here and I can't remember what I ended up putting there. Oh, I love that little ghost in the jar, but I don't think it suits here. I think I ended up getting rid of it. Yeah. Oh no, I put it back because you can still sort of see it. Okay. And then I put all these planters in, and then I realised that I forgot the tree, so then I had to go back and put the tree in, because that was the whole point of this build, was that tree. So, we ended up doing like a little flower area around the back, and we sort out all the pathing and everything. So I do like these pavers around the place a lot, but then like in the small gaps I just put gravel, like the gravel that's under the pavers, and I thought that was a nice touch. I also hate that this lot doesn't line up with the path, that main path at the front, so I had to use terrain. I couldn't like pave it properly. But then again, I often prefer to use I often prefer to use terrain because it's easier to like blend out. You can't like blend out normal flooring. And I also change this fence. Like I try a bunch of stuff and then I end up... Also, what is this? Like, if you look closely, I'm using a circular brush, so it should be smooth, but it's like all jagged. Like, what is that? I don't know if they fixed that by now, because I'm doing the voiceover to this in January. I don't know when I built this, but it must have been around Christmas because the hot chocolate thing. But yeah, I could not make this work, and then that fence was too fancy, and then I was like, what am I doing? I don't know. And I end up choosing the little brick wall from Cottage living, and then just sort of going around it a bit more. And then I was like, no, I don't like that. I want it to go around the actual house. And then that's where I, like, around that side, that's where I put the gravel. And we do a few more bits, like there's trees and stuff that I put in, but I don't think I got all of that on camera. I'm also not entirely sure where this cuts off, so I may cut myself off again because I'm a smart cookie and didn't check. Which is also something that I do a lot, is I forget to check like where it's going to end, so then I don't know when to stop talking. But yeah, I do really like this build. It's similar, it's not like exact, but it's as close as we can get, because like it's a lot of hot pinks in the actual build, but we don't really have that in The Sims, so I just did a lot of like pale pinks and just sort of got the vibe across. And now I end up getting patchy out. I think it stopped sometime around there. But that picnic blanket ends up like under a tree with patchy at the back. And I was like, oh, swings? No. Because like, it's just, like, you can be an adult and have swings. Like, there's nothing against it, but it was, I don't know, it just felt a bit strange. Yeah, but I think it's going to cut off about now, maybe? Okay, so this is the greenhouse cottage, and honestly, I'm too tired to go find a gallery sim or make my own, because this is like my Dreamlight Valley house, so, well, I mean, it's not just mine, it's like everybody who has it, but it feels like it should be a bit more custom, and I just don't have that in me right now. So we're just going to tour it from build mode. I hope you don't mind. Right, so if we come forward, we have this little eating area over here, just a small barbecue and a table. We have this picnic blanket under this tree. We have patchy. Around here, we have some bees and a flower arranging table. And then, whoa, if we come in the front door, we have this nice big mirror. Really lovely little house, actually. This is where our dresser is for our bedroom. If we come through this way, we are in the greenhouse with the tree, which didn't work out too badly, actually, but it would be a lot worse than that. And then we have just some I have no idea what happened. Help. Yeah, we just have some planters around the place and a tree. So coming back into the main house, we have this little... okay, I'll fix that. We have this little like sink area, and then this is our kitchen. And then coming in here, we just have a little toilet and a shower. And then in here, we have this bedroom. I need to fix that as well. I did change out the pictures. I liked this one because it matched all the colours in the room, but I couldn't find one that matched it. But then I liked this one because it reminds me of the Night Thorns, but also like the really fancy frames that you get for the like completing the memories. So yeah, this is the little bedroom, living room area, and I think it's just really sweet. But that is it. That is everything. That is everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like me to recreate any more Disney Dreamlight Valley houses, let me know. I'll give it a try. There are a few like really cool looking ones. If you've enjoyed this video, there are plenty more videos on my channel. As I said, let me know if you want me to do more Disney Dreamlight Valley builds. As for upcoming content, I live stream on some Saturdays and alternate Wednesdays over on Twitch. I do upload the VODs to YouTube for those that want to see them. But if live streams aren't your thing, I totally get it, and there's always a new video every Friday at 8 PM English time. But if you ever want to know what I'm up to, then check my community tab. I try to update it every Monday, but sometimes I forget. But it will be updated. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, subscribe if you don't want to miss out, and if you think you've subscribed, maybe just check, because YouTube does YouTube things all the time. And with that, I will leave you to the rest of your day. Bye!